Namma Metro is the lifeline of Bengaluru. Although it is the second largest metro network in the country after Delhi Metro, with 2 lines and 73.75 kilometers of length, this is not at all enough for a city like Bengaluru. We can see how over the past 1 year, because of the opening of new metro stretches, the daily ridership of Namma Metro has increased. In August 2023, the average daily ridership of Namma Metro was 6.26 lakhs. However, this figure increased to 7.84 lakhs in August 2024. The ridership increased by about 1.5 lakhs only in 1 year, showing the demand for metro services in Bengaluru. To cater to more regions of Bengaluru, a number of lines are under construction or have received approval or are currently proposed. After the opening of these lines by the next decade, Namma Metro will have a 250-kilometer long network. In this video, we are going to talk about the current status of each of the lines and discuss about their opening. The Green Line is a 30.5-kilometer operational metro line connecting Nagasandra in the northwest of the city with Silk Institute in the southwest. It consists of 29 metro stations. The main update regarding this line is the opening of the 3.77 km northern extension till Madavara. The bids for the construction of this stretch were invited in October 2016 and the contract was awarded in February 2017 to Simplex Infrastructures Limited at a value of 298 crore rupees. The contractor was expected to complete the work within 27 months or by mid-2019. However, this line got very delayed due to several challenges. As stretches of this line pass over the Nice Road, BMRCL had to obtain approval from the Nandi Infrastructure Corridor Enterprise Limited or NICE for the viaduct crossing over the Nice Road. This caused some delay. Apart from this, land acquisition issues with the National Highways Authority of India and the Bangalore International Exhibition Centre, the financial crisis of the contractor Simplex Infrastructures Limited, and the COVID-19 pandemic and subsequent lockdown further delayed the stretch. This stretch is now finally ready after 7 years. The viaduct work was completed in August 2023 and after completing other works, trial runs began in August 2024. The Commissioner of Metro Rail Safety along with his team inspected the stretch on October 3, 2024. The team's inspection involved accessing the line's viaduct, motor trolley inspection of its tracks, station facilities, amenities, safety and control room features. It ended with a speed trial in which the BEML inspection train clocked speeds reaching 80 km per hour. The CMRS had approved this line with several conditions to be fulfilled before its opening. A total of 48 conditions were to be fulfilled by BMRCL. These include 9 general conditions, 8 related to safety provisions and passenger amenities, 5 for operations, 11 concerning civil engineering and track, 3 for electrical systems, 7 for stations, and 5 for signaling and telecommunications. This approval came on 4th October itself. BMRCL has fulfilled these conditions, but it needs to get approval from Karnataka's Urban Development Department or UDD and the Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs. The wait for these government permissions is causing some delay, but we can surely expect this line to open by the end of October. The new extension will have stations at Manjunathanagara, Chikkajala and Madavara. It will provide metro connectivity to thousands of residents in Bengaluru's outskirts and ensure smoother access to places such as Jindal Nature Cure Institute and the Bangalore International Exhibition Centre. The Yellow Line is an under construction 18.82 km long line that will run between Rashtriya Vidyalaya Road and Bomasandra. It will have 16 stations. According to an official release by BMRCL, all civil and system works have been completed. The technical sanction of the Railway Board with respect to traction has been received, and the signalling system and rolling stock are also in advanced stages. However, there is one problem that has kept this line from opening soon and has delayed this line by many years. The problem is that there aren't enough trains available to run on the line. In December 2019, the CRRC Nanjing Fazain Corporation Limited was awarded the contract to supply coaches for the yellow, green and purple lines to BMRCL with an expected delivery time of 173 weeks. CRRC's bid was the lowest bid for the tender at 1,578 crore rupees. In comparison, Bombardier quoted 1,801 crore rupees, BML quoted 1,996 crore rupees, and Alstom quoted 2,052 crore rupees. The main cause for the delay in coach delivery is attributed to the Indo-China border issue of June 2020. The supply was also delayed due to challenges faced by CRRC in identifying a local manufacturer to meet the 75% local production requirement under the Make in India initiative, as well as factors like COVID-19 pandemic and trade restrictions with China. Subsequently, CRRC partnered with Kolkata-based Titagarh Rail to manufacture and supply the coaches. The CRRC is meant to supply 216 coaches forming 36 6-coach train sets for the Namma Metro lines. Out of these 216 coaches, 90 coaches forming 15 trains will be deployed on the Yellow Line, and the remaining 126 coaches forming 21 trains will be deployed on the Purple and Green lines. Of the 36 trains, after the CRRC Titagarh partnership, 2 prototype trains will be shipped from China, and the remaining 34 trains will arrive from Titagarh wagons. The first train from CRRC arrived at the Hebbal depot in February 2024, and trial runs began in March 2024. In September 2024, Oscillation and Emergency Braking System or EBS trials began. In India, newly designed metro coaches are required to meet certain criteria before they can be introduced into commercial service. The oscillation trials help determine whether a train is safe to run at the desired speed and whether it provides passenger comfort. The oscillation and EBS trials were conducted by officials from the Research, Design and Standards Organization or the RDSO. Coming back to the availability of rolling stock, according to an official release by the BMRCL, 3 train sets will be available by November-December 2024. The Yellow Line will be commissioned by January 2025 with 3 trains running at a headway of 30 minutes. The Commissioner of Metro Rail Safety Inspection will happen in December 2024, according to the official release. The remaining 12 trains will start arriving from March 2025 at the rate of 2 trains per month. With the arrival of new trains, the headway will be reduced progressively. All the 15 train sets will be available by August 2025. Thus, this line is expected to open in January 2025. The Pink Line is an under construction 21.25 km long line that will run between Kalina Agrahara in the south and Nagvara in the north. It will have 18 metro stations. According to BMRCL's August 2024 newsletter, civil works on the elevated section of the line between Kalina Agrahara and Tavrekere is 82.71% complete. On Underground Reach 1 between Tavrekere and National Military School is 94.41% complete. On Underground Reach 2 between National Military School and Shivaji Nagar is 92.65% complete. On Underground Reach 3 between Shivaji Nagar and Tannery Road is 89.64% complete. And on Underground Reach 4 between Tannery Road and Nagvara is 82% complete. The tunneling works on the Pink Line are 98% complete, with the remaining 2% expected to be over by the end of the month. While tunneling works on the first 3 packages are complete, in package 4 only a little tunneling work is left. On this package, 2 tunnel boring machines or TBMs Tunga and Bhadra were used for tunneling. While TBM Tunga constructed the downline tunnel, TBM Bhadra constructed the upline tunnel. TBM Tunga achieved its final breakthrough at Nagvara on 4th September 2024. Currently, the last upline tunnel between Kadugundanahalli and Nagvara is being made by TBM Bhadra. The breakthrough of TBM Bhadra is expected by the end of October at Nagvara, which will mark the end of tunneling work in Phase 2. The track works on the Pink Line's elevated section are 61.33% complete, while in the underground section the track works are 10.69% complete. Talking about the opening of this line is expected to open in 2 phases. The elevated section of the line between Kalina Agrahara and Tavrekere is expected to open in September 2025, and the underground section between Dairy Circle and Nagvara is expected to open in June 2026. The Blue Line is an under construction 58.19 km long line that will run between Central Siltboard in the south and the Kempegowda International Airport or KIA terminals in the north. It will have 29 metro stations. According to BMRCL's August 2024 newsletter, civil works on the Blue Line are 40% complete. A major update regarding the Blue Line is the removal of two stations, Bettahalasuru and Chikkajala, from the airport line. These stations were not part of the original DPR and were added late to the Blue Line because of pressure from different bodies. The main reason of dropping these stations from the airport metro line was the lack of funds to construct them. While the cost for the Chikkajala station was 130 crore rupees, for Bettahalasuru it was 140 crore rupees. A senior BMRCL official said that the cost sharing between the state and the centre wouldn't apply to the two stations as they were not part of the original DPR. The Chikkajala metro station was demanded by the local residents. However, for the construction of this station, 130 crore rupees was to come from the state government alone. The funding proposal had been pending with them for over a year, but the government doesn't seem inclined to fund the station given its financial position. Thus, the station was dropped from the airport line. The Bettahalasuru metro station was mooted by the Embassy Group as it would offer connectivity to the Embassy Boulevard complex. They showed interest in funding the station and signed an agreement with BMRCL for the same in April 2020. However, they backed out as they were not in a position to fund the station, and BMRCL dropped the station in December 2022. In another U-turn in July 2023, the group again expressed its keenness in funding the station and signed an MOU in July 2023 to bear the 140 crore rupees cost. They also deposited 1 crore rupees as a token contribution. BMRCL said that there has been no response from them since then. A senior BMRCL official said that they have not provided yet in writing that they cannot fund the station. Thus, the BMRCL cannot scrap it. The future of the station remains uncertain. However, it is likely that the station would not be constructed. With the Chikkajala and Bettahalasuru metro stations not being constructed, the distance between Bangalore Cross and Udajala metro stations will be 8.71 kilometers. Thus, the train can run at higher speeds and non-stop for a distance of 8.71 kilometers between the two stations. According to this line's DPR, the train will have an average speed of 60 kilometers per hour between Yelahanka and the airport. In comparison, the average speed in other sections of the metro is usually 35 kilometers per hour. Another update common to both the blue and pink lines is related to rolling stock. BMRCL had awarded BEML with the rolling stock contract for the pink line and the blue line in August 2023. In August 2024, BEML formally started manufacturing the trains for the contract. The contract involves the manufacturing of 318 metro coaches forming 53 6-coach trains, of which 96 coaches forming 16 train sets will be deployed on the pink line, and the remaining 222 coaches forming 37 train sets will be deployed on the blue line. This is the design of the coaches of the pink and blue lines, which was revealed in August 2024. Some of the features of the coaches are: they will be made using high tensile austenitic stainless steel. They will be equipped with 2 roof-mounted saloon air conditioners. They will feature passenger announcement, passenger information, and passenger saloon surveillance systems. The coaches will include an LCD-based dynamic route map display. The trains will be equipped with electrically driven automatic doors synchronized with platform screen doors. The coaches for the blue line will also have specially designed luggage racks. It is expected that the first prototype train will be delivered in early 2025. On average, BEML will supply 2 to 3 trains per month. All trains will be delivered by the end of 2026. It is expected that the BMRCL will open the blue line either entirely or in phases in June 2026. Namma Metro's Phase 3 consists of 2 lines. These include the ORR West line or the Orange line that will run between JP Nagar 4th Phase in the south and Kempapura in the north along the western side of the Outer Ring Road. This line will be 32.15 km long and will have 22 stations. The second corridor will run between Hosahalli and Kadbagere along Magdi Road. It will be 12.5 km long and have 9 stations. Phase 3 was recently approved by the Union Cabinet on 16th August 2024 at a cost of 15,611 crore rupees. Currently, geotechnical soil investigation work has begun on Phase 3. BMRCL divided Phase 3's geotechnical soil investigation work into 4 packages. Package 1 between JP Nagar 4th Phase and Mysuru Road. Package 2 between Mysuru Road and Kantirava Studio. Package 3 between Kantirava Studio and Kempapura. And Package 4 is the Hosahalli Kadbagere Magdi Road line. Package 1 was awarded to Mangalam Consultancy Services Hyderabad. Package 2 and Package 4 to Seacon Private Limited. And Package 3 to Myrtle Project and Consultancy Private Limited. This investigation will help to properly design the line structures, which include its viaduct and stations. It will help infrastructure companies make more informed financial bids and use appropriate machinery, methods and technology during construction. The deadline for each of these contracts is 5 months from August 2024. Regarding land acquisition status, on the ORR West line, 777 properties have been identified, which will cover an area of 1,29,743 square meters. The joint measurement of the required properties has been carried out and a preliminary notice will soon be submitted to the Karnataka Industrial Areas Development Board or KIADB. On the Hosahalli Kadbagere Magdi Road line, properties are currently being identified. The Phase 3 corridors are expected to open in 2029. Phase 3A consists of one proposed metro corridor that will run between Sarjapur in the southeast and Hebbal in the north. It will be a 36.585 km long corridor with 28 stations. The detailed project report or DPR of this line was prepared by Raina Consulting SPA in 2022-23. The DPR has been submitted to the Government of Karnataka for approval, after which it will be sent to the central government for its cabinet's approval. According to a recent update, this line has received the green signal from Karnataka's Urban Development Department, after which the DPR will be reviewed by the Finance Department to understand the project's financial impact on the state budget. After clearance from the Finance Department, the Cabinet must approve the project. Since CM Siddaramaiah oversees the Finance Department, a quick Cabinet clearance can be expected once the financial approval is secured. The part of the line between Kormangla 2nd Block and Veterinary College will be underground for a length of 14.45 km with 11 underground stations. The remaining parts of the line will be elevated between Sarjapura and Kormangla 3rd Block and between Ganganagar and Hebbal. The length of the elevated section of the line is 22.14 km with 17 elevated stations. As this line is in its initial stage, nothing much can be said about its opening. However, we could expect this line to open by 2031-32. With this, we are done with the updates specific to each of the lines. Now let us discuss about some general updates of Namma Metro. The Bangalore Metro Rail Corporation Limited or BMRCL has decided to install platform screen doors at 2 of its operational stations. This decision comes after several incidents that have taken place in Namma Metro stations where people have jumped or accidentally fallen on the tracks. Platform screen doors can help in preventing such issues, and thus, on a pilot basis, platform screen doors will be installed at 2 underground metro stations, at the Nadaprabhu Kempegoda Station Majestic and at Sir M. Vishwesvaraya Station Central College. These stations have a high footfall of passengers and have hence been chosen. According to a written response by BEML to MP Tejasvi Surya regarding this issue, BMRCL stated that undertaking retrofits in operational stations is time-consuming and hazardous from a safety point of view, and it must be carefully planned and executed. BMRCL also stated that they will utilize the service of firms with experience in retrofitting platform screen doors in metro stations. Depending on the response to platform screen doors in these 2 metro stations, they may be installed on other operational metro stations. Namma Metro rides are going to become more expensive in the coming days. The Metro Rail Fare Fixation Committee has invited suggestions regarding the revision of metro fares from the public, and based on public opinion, customer affordability, and BMRCL sustainability, metro fares will be revised. Presently, the minimum and maximum fares of Namma Metro are 10 rupees and 60 rupees respectively. This fare was decided in 2017. The upcoming fare revision is expected to see an increase of 15 to 20%. Thus, the revised minimum and maximum fares may be 12 rupees and 72 rupees respectively, although this is not confirmed. Although BMRCL is currently operating at profit, outstanding loans need to be repaid, for which the fares must be revised. Another reason for fare revision is inflation. Since BMRCL's last fare hike in 2017, operational costs have risen due to inflation, labor costs, fuel prices, and maintenance requirements. Fare revisions will help BMRCL cover these costs, ensuring that BMRCL can maintain service quality, upgrade infrastructure, adopt newer technologies in construction, and expand its metro network. In another initiative of generating revenue for BMRCL, the BMRCL for the first time has issued a tender to wrap its metro coaches with advertisements. BMRCL officials confirmed that the green and purple line trains will soon be wrapped with advertisements. They will be applied in a manner that preserves the aesthetic appeal of the trains. They also confirmed that the view through the windows would not be affected. Many metro systems in India have adopted the strategy of advertising in trains, including Delhi, Mumbai, Chennai, Kochi, and Hyderabad. The main objective of this is to boost non-fare revenue. BMRCL was one of the only metro systems in India that hadn't displayed advertisements on its trains, but has now made such a venture to boost its non-fare revenue. Currently, one train of Namma Metro has been wrapped, but not for commercial purposes. In March 2022, BMRCL covered a train with imagery and slogans commemorating India's freedom struggle as part of the Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav program. In a similar manner, Namma Metro coaches will be wrapped with advertisements. Considering the increasing demand for parking spaces near metro stations in Bangalore, BMRCL has drafted a parking policy aimed at providing a solution to these issues and is inviting public feedback on the proposal. It highlights the objectives of the parking policy and has guidelines about the parking signages. The report suggests to identify the stations which have the potential for park and ride facility. These stations may be terminal metro stations, interchange stations, stations near transportation hubs, or near thickly populated residential areas. The report outlines measures such as 24/7 CCTV surveillance of parking areas along with security personnel to ensure the safety and security of parked vehicles. The policy proposes reserving parking for specific user groups such as parking for cycles, for differently abled, and for BMRCL employees. It also suggests providing space for prefixed auto rickshaw booths and for pickup and drop-off for other modes of transport. Transparency is emphasized in the report, with the fare chart to be displayed at all parking spaces, ensuring that the parking contractors cannot impose additional fees. For efficient parking management, the report suggests the use of smart technology. For example, the use of the BMRCL mobile application to check whether parking is available, use of LED displays in parking areas to represent vacant spots, and boom barriers to avoid the leakage of revenue from parking contractors are all different ways in which the technology can be used in efficient parking management. The policy also includes a standard design that must be followed while installing the signboards to ensure uniformity. These are the signages for parking of different modes of transport. This is the signage for the fare chart board along with its dimensions. These are the signages for the no parking board, CCTV surveillance, helpline number, and pickup drop-off signage according to the report. These were some of the key points of the parking policy, and our video comes to an end with this update. Hope you liked this update video. Please like and share my video, subscribe to my channel, and share your comments on this video. Thank you very much.